You are about to listen to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening to us at MaximumThreshold.net. Horns up, fists in the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Dominic?
Yes.
Hi, it's Wendy Dio.
Oh, Wendy, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, great, man. It's nice having you on here.
You're welcome.
I wasn't sure that was you calling here because we had a few calls that were trying to creep through here, and I didn't know that was your number coming up here. So I'm sorry that I missed you just recently.
It's okay. I think I have a blocked number that comes up anyway.
Yeah, I tried calling it back, and it wouldn't even ring. It just gave me like a busy signal.
Yeah, it's a blocked number.
That's cool. So what's going on?
Oh, everything's going on. I've got charity things going on all the time.
I know that. I see that. So you just did that, the Brittany Foundation.
The Brittany Foundation.
You want to talk?
Fantastic. Yeah, we raised $40,000, which is actually $4,000 more than last year, and it was a fun cause. We're hoping to. Obviously, I'll do it every year. I've been doing it for 4 years now. Ronnie and I were the first ones to do it ourselves. We did it 4 years ago. I went in a cage with the dogs, and a bunch of my friends also, and Ronnie was there signing autographs, and it was one of his last appearances. It was in October. He did it in October 2009, and then he passed away in May of 2010. So we've carried on doing it, and it's getting bigger and bigger and more fun every year.
Nice. It's great seeing that, and especially the other foundations that you work with. You know, the cancer one. That one is great, and that's
we're doing a big because next year will be the 16th of May will be 5 years of Ronnie's passing. So we are inviting all the fans to come from all over the world. We're going to do a big public memorial up at Forest Lawn in Hollywood Hills, and we'll have bands playing, and it'll be a celebration of Ronnie's life. And the night before, we're going to do a celebrity bowling, and we're going to do a ride for Ronnie with the motorcycles on the Sunday, which is on the 17th, and ending up with the barbecue in a park. So we've got a lot of things on the back burner to do. We'll do our annual gala probably in October of next year. So, we're raising money all the time for cancer. And we've raised over $1 million, actually, and since Ronnie passed. And we've given MD Anderson over $200,000. And with Dr. Johnny, and he was Ronnie's doctor, actually. He's a cancer specialist for stomach cancer. And we also given T.J. Martell over $400,000, and that goes to gastric cancers, stomach cancer, prostate and colon cancers, and it goes to the Vanderbilt Research Center in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
So this is what we've been doing. We've been really busy raising money and giving money away to people, which is what we want to do. We're trying to also make sure that men get checked. Women are really good. They usually go to the doctors and get checked. Men, you have to drag them there, so we're trying to make sure that they get checked. Early detection saves lives, and they should get checked. Also, tomorrow I'm doing a big British afternoon tea for 60 people for the veterans. So they'll all be here at the house tomorrow. I'm opening my house up to them, and we're doing a British afternoon tea, and we're hoping to raise some money for the veterans.
Oh, sweet! It's so great to see you just leading the torch there, just pushing this on and just going on, helping people, and just doing great things. It's a great thing, and every time I hear your name, you always think of something positive that you're doing, and it's great just having that thing's just attached to you.
Well, Ronnie was a very charitable person, and we used to do a lot of things when Ronnie was alive, and I just have done more since he passed because I wanted to make something of his passing, something positive to come out of it, and that's how I feel. I feel that life has been good to me, and it's always good to give back and raise money for different causes, and my causes are animals, cancer, and the veterans.
I hear you, and on those two, on those things, I have animals myself, and just I don't know what I would do without them. The other parts,
Absolutely.
Being a veteran, I'm a veteran. I did 10 years in the Navy, and then with the cancer, I work in a cancer center, so I kind of have that vibe that you feel, that you want to see some positive things happen, and just make some great changes in the world. So it's really cool. Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
It's fading in and out.
Oh, is it? Must be having a bad connection here. Internet's AT&T has pretty crappy internet at times.
Oh, really crappy?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
I don't get very good. In fact, where I live, I don't get cell reception at all.
Wow.
So I have to talk on the home phone because I can't get cell reception here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad here too. I call it the vortex because there's a lot of areas where you can't walk in our house. It's just all dead space.
That's kind of like here too.
They have this thing that like through AT&T and Sprint. I know that there's some sort of, like, they call it an airwave or something like that, where it's a boost of signal in your house. It's supposed to help. I need to get one of them, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I try to get away from the phone once I've come back from the office.
I hear you.
So I don't care if the cell phone doesn't work. I've got I check my email all the time. So the email does work here.
So what else have you been going on that you haven't touched on?
Let's see. Well, we just did the big TJ Martell fundraiser, which was I think it was on the 9th of October at Studio City Bowling at Pins, and we raised what did we raise there? I think $46,000 for cancer as well. That was for TJ Martell. It was all the money went directly to TJ Martell. I'm on their board of directors, and so we are required to do a fundraiser per year, and that was my fundraiser. But my board from the Stand Up and Shout board, my board was everybody helped there, my office, and we made a very good success. We're very, very happy with it.
Nice.
See what else have we been doing. We're going to be doing another little fundraiser for the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund. We're going to be doing that on the 8th of December. That's just a little kind of holiday fair and white elephant sale. So we'll see what we can raise. We probably won't raise more than about $10,000, but hey, 10,000 is 10,000.
Yeah, that helps. Especially
yep, it does help. Yeah, exactly. It all helps. Well, this is my one big thing why I wanted to form our own cancer fund, is because I want to make sure that if fan gives us $1, it goes directly there. There's no. We have, I have a board of directors of 14 people, and they're all from the industry: accountants, lawyers, managers, all in the music and PR, and not one person takes a penny. They all volunteer their time. We use my office. There's no administration cost whatsoever. And we know that everybody that donates, every penny goes directly to research to try and find a cure for cancer.
Yeah, I was talking with Dean. I was asking him, how can we set up like a show out here in Cleveland? And he said things like that doesn't really happen. Well,
it does with planning. It just has to be planned properly, because so many people want to do. They ask me to lend our name and do a show or do something, and we've had to say no to most of them because of the fact that a lot of them just do something and they just want to use the name and profit from it. So we have to be very, very careful with it. But we are careful with it, and we do lend it to certain people if we know them or we're in control of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll touch base with you off air and let you know where I work at, and I think it'd be something that would really work out pretty cool.
Yeah.
One of the things I do where I work in bone marrow transplant, and
oh wow, I know all about that.
And what I do is for fun, for my entertainment. So I take what I do here is my hobby, the radio show, and I kind of I try to blend it in at work there, and I start up a program called Rockers for Transplant. And what we do is we'd have like some big bands would come to town, like Megadeth or whatever. I'm just throwing out some names. I'd since working with them on the air here for years, I built that, that one-on-one with all them. And I say, hey, man, if you got, a couple hours, you want to come here and meet some patients. And it's a lot different. A lot of the cities, they bring football players and people like that and meet them. So instead of doing that, we're in Cleveland, might as well bring rockers in and meet transplant patients on the cancer floor. And one of the cool things that I've seen is you could have a metalhead come in, like Dave Mustaine would come in, and he would talk to a patient who has no idea about who he is or what he does, but they share that same thing of music. And the guy I'd give you an example. This one guy was, he played bluegrass, and he played drums in a bluegrass band. So Dave Mustaine and them, they just was talking music, and it was just such a great thing. And it was very, I want to say, not emotional, but it was inspiring for both of them. It was really cool.
Well, Ronnie was MD Anderson having chemo treatment. We used to go flying every 2 weeks. We'd fly in and spend the day there, and while he was having his chemo treatment, which took 6 hours. And, we had to go up and get blood samples and different things. And there was a kid there. He was like 22 or something, and he was waiting for bone marrow transplant, and he had to have his blood. They do different tests and all the time and stuff. And he was waiting for a bone marrow transplant, and Ronnie got transplanted because he was a fan of Ronnie. I mean, every time we went there, we got to know his whole family and his sisters and his.
You have just listened to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening, and please visit us at MaximumThreshold.net.